We'll start with Crouch.
Yeah, so Crouch didn't train today. He got a little bit tight at training on Wednesday, and so we haven't risked him. We'll have a look at him next week.
Was he close?
Yeah, he was, but it was just a no-risk policy.
Is he being scanned, or is it just all on feel?
Just the symptomatic at this stage, yeah. So the docs tell us that ideally you don't scan him early in the recovery phase, because often you get a bad read. So they may well go down that path next week, but at this stage he's just out.
Frustrating for him. I mean,
obviously, he's had a not a great run over the last 18 months, but the pleasing thing is that he's had pretty good continuity through pre-season. He's played a couple of games, and it was one of those situations where we just felt it wasn't worth the risk.
Just 1 week.
We won't see, mate. They'll have a look at him next week. Yeah.
Particular incident, or just a...
Yeah, just in training, just got tight. And, yeah.
Is he disappointed?
I'd imagine so. Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. So he's, that's a frustrating situation, but it's, it's a long year, and we'll make sure he's back and ready firing when he comes back in.
Are the club concerned, given there's been obviously the foot, the groin into a hamstring now? Not
particularly with this one. As I said, it's pretty minor, but and it's unrelated to the other things that have gone wrong. So it's just footy, I think.
What about his replacement, Jared Lyons?
Yeah, so that's obviously, there's always a good news story, and Lyons has been really stiff not to be in the team. His form during the NAB Cup was really strong, particularly his last game, but he just got squeezed out. So really pleasing for him to come in, and he'll perform really strongly, I think.
What sort of role do you think he'll play?
Yeah, so he's midfield and probably some time forward as well.
How close to get Marriage back? You think he'll be the difference?
No, he's not playing.
Oh, he's not playing?
That's okay.
Talking about Richmond...
what about him not playing?
Their best is very good, isn't it? But how do you rate? What rate do you get on them?
Oh, well, they've played finals over the last 3 years, and they've won a lot of footy games. So they're a quality side, and we've got to be at our best.
You mentioned that you guys are aiming for about 80 points against per game, but I feel like Richmond are a high-scoring team. Do you feel like you're going to go for a shootout, or do you feel you're going to try and knock it down?
No, we'll be happy to keep them a little low score. Obviously, we've got a lot of offensive weapons down forward, so we think that if we move the ball well, we can score. But clearly, our defence is a priority for us as well.
Just on the fast ball movement, that's sort of been a bit of a trend this last couple of games that you played so far. How's that sort of tracking, and are you pleased with what you're seeing?
Yeah, I think most teams are in that same boat. They want to move the ball quickly and efficiently forward, and they want to slow the opposition down. So we're no different. And offensively, for the last 2 weeks, we've been really strong. Probably defensively, we've still got some tightening up to do.
There's a lot made of the Docklands, and how you play there. Is it all that different for you?
I don't think so. No, I don't think there's much difference really. It's obviously if the roof's closed, you're going to have a drier deck, so you get a quick game, and the Tools might feel that they're a better chance to mark it, but I don't think it's a dramatic issue.
Richmond have been dragged from pillar to post for losing by a point last week, and in the circumstances, do you talk to your players about guarding against them coming up really fired up, because there's no doubt going to be a response?
Yeah, they've had a lot of scrutiny, but ultimately, they're a pretty professional footy club. As I said, they've had a fair degree of success over the last 3 years, so it's a pretty balanced and stable unit. I don't imagine it'll have a huge bearing on the outcome. It certainly won't impact how we perform, so that's ultimately what we can control.